Hey everybody, welcome back to Monkey Shine Lab. Today what I have is this. This is a blind box Transformers model. It is a Hasbro licensed piece of plastic and you got to put it together. There are several of these models and you don't know which one you're going to get until you open it, of course. So I don't know what we have here, but it could be one of these models or maybe not. I don't know. Let's find out. It's kind of an interesting box. I'm not sure what the one-to-one thing is all about, but these come out in series. This is series 5. And of course, as things are these days with Pokemon cards and everything else, the box is sort of nice and shiny. And because they're blind boxes, they are hard to open. So I was trying to find the lip of this for a little bit. Finally got into it. Kind of like a badger. And you have to rip these open because they're meant to cause you problems. If you're in the store trying to do this, you're gonna wreck everything, and it's because this taffy glue is all over it. But good on them for making a product that can't easily be determined what it is when you're looking at it on the shelf. Comes with instructions. There are 2 bags of parts, lots of flotsam and jetsam from the box. And so let's take a look at what you get here. In the instructions, it doesn't necessarily give it away, I don't think, but I think we know who we got. Or maybe it's Bumblebee. Who knows? But I think what they do is they just give you sort of some construction stuff for everything. It's kind of like an all-over print. One printing serves all. But in the blind bags, I tried to do this sort of mysteriously so that we wouldn't know which piece it was. And of course, child-proof. So I just ripped it. And here's the big ceremonious dump of parts. Lots of gray, lots of black, a couple of pieces of red, a piece of yellow. I think what we have here is, some trash. But also we have a Megatron model, which is cool. These are not meant to transform. They're just sort of like Bandai Gundam models, or if you've built anything by Bandai, you probably will be very adept and familiar with these sorts of things. The instructions are not quite as good as Bandai. Bandai kind of does a slightly better job breaking the language barrier, if you will, with how you put parts on. But there was really no big deal to this. Once I got the parts separated out, kind of like a Lego kit, it went together really quickly. And I'm going to get to that point here. This needs to be sped up. So there are the different parts kind of laid out a la Lego or model style. Taking a look at the instructions, they're fairly straightforward. Let's build this sucker. One thing it doesn't say on the instructions is that you should use a pair of nippers to free up the hands. This is a little bit of a hang up, if you will. But still, looks pretty good so far. Well, let's talk about it a little bit. Okay, let's talk about the blind box. Let's talk about the quality of print. Box is spectacular. It's got a lot of really eye-catching, as is the rage now. Everything is hollow foil, just like a Pokemon card. But this is from a company called Blockees. All right, it is a licensed product, and it does a fairly nice job of going together. The pieces all fit perfectly. It really almost seems like a Bandai product in that way. I feel like you can put these together. It only took me less than 5 minutes probably to piece the whole thing out, just making sure that I was following the directions so I didn't look too silly on camera. Oh wait, too late for that. But it's not a bad product, but as you will see, mine is unfinished, and that is because of these still on the sprue hands. This is my big fail on it. If you were to pick these up for your kids, yeah, you can use a thumbnail and kind of cut them from the sprue. It's not going to wreck them, and the pieces do snap in nicely. So I feel like, yeah, okay. I did this, ouch. I did this with a fingernail to show you that it can be done. Let's talk about the piece now that it is complete. I like them. They're a fair representation of the character. They have nice little effect parts for the eyes and etc. Instead of running decal, that's a pain in the butt for little people and little hands and less talented modelers. So I think that these things are fantastic for what they cost. They have articulation in the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, the head. And the legs are at the hip, at the knee, and at the ankle. So, you can get some fairly dynamic poses out of them if you want to take the time to do so. Not bad on the whole. Okay, these things were $4.50 roughly without tax at my local Wally. Actually, not the local, but it was at one that Chris Sheets and I walked into over the weekend. And him picking up a couple of those just sort of spurred me to say, hey, I haven't put anything together on the channel in quite a while and reviewed a product in a little bit, so let's talk about it. Anyway, thank you very much for coming out here to Monkey Shine Lab, everybody. We know that there's a lot of stuff just like this on the internet. Only they know how to pronounce Pokemon names. But we appreciate you being here. So if you think about it, hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment. Have you built one of these? My blind box build happened to be Megatron. Tell me what you have built out of the set down below. And I will see you again very soon, right here on Monkey Shine Lab. Thanks, everybody. Bye.